Hello and welcome to another video. So today we've got a few new cards to look at. There's a reasonable amount and that's pretty much it. We're just going to take a look at them, see what I think of them and go from there. So keep you guys informed and we'll get right into this. So first on our list is Wolffang Swordsman. 1-drop 1/1, Swordcraft class, officer trait. Pretty good, pretty staple. Unevolved, Fanfare, enhanced 3, gain Bane. So the Bane is okay. I don't know what this would be really replacing overall is a 1-drop. It is a solid 1-drop, but with what we've had added to the game recently, unless we for some reason need very easy Bane options, this could be good. Otherwise, I just think it's going to probably fall to the side unless there's some more support to go with it. Or, you know, like I said, we need a good Bane option to get rid of something. This could be it. Joycrafter Semi, 4-drop 3/4, Runecraft. Fanfare, both players draw a card. Evolved, both players draw a card. So, you can draw a total of 2 cards, your opponent will also draw 2 cards. There was another Runecraft card that did that, I believe, that made both players draw cards on Evolve. Can't think off the top of my head, but I assume that that's what this card is going for. Statline's pretty good. Drawing is good. Runecraft likes that. It does suck that you are giving it to your opponent, so maybe this could really push, you know, Forest or something where you're going to have them at full hand and they're going to overdraw, or maybe Dragon, some of those overdraw. It'll just be interesting to see if this sees any play at all, and if it does, how it will be used. Then we've got Shining Bellringer Angel. Bellringer got a sweet upgrade, and I really love this card. 4-drop 0/4 gold, ward, last word, draw 2 cards. They basically said, hey, let's take Bellringer, let's just double everything. Because Bellringer is what, a 2-drop 0/2 silver with, you know, ward and last word, draw a card. So they literally just did and doubled everything on it. Great way to do it. Love the artwork. Hopefully we'll see more cards like this because I love Bellringer. Absolutely adorable. So we'll go on to the next one. Elita Dragon Sword. So again, another card that's been kind of remade, sort of. Of course, all these cards have their uniqueness to them. Rage of Bahamut has heaps of different characters, and that's where most of these are taken from. So utilizing different versions of them is pretty normal. So this is Elita Dragon Sword. You know, Dragon Knight, Dragon Sword. This one's just kind of an earlier image. Anyway, a 2-drop 2/2 gold. Evolve, gain an empty play point orb. So instead of being a last word, it's an evolve effect. You get to control it a bit more. Banishing isn't going to be such a big deal. Probably not going to be playing this till 4 though, whereas the other one you were playing on 3, which was a little bit better. So I don't know how this card's going to go with the ramping, especially since 4 is a tricky spot to be ramping into. Because next turn you're going on to 5, which is where you have heavy ramp anyway. It was much better when that other one was on 3. So this card's going to be interesting but tricky, I think. I don't know whether it's going to have enough to it to make it a good card. Then we have Adapt Archer, a 3-drop 3/2. Whenever this follower's attack or defense is increased by a spell or effect, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower. Of course, this is Forest. Whenever this follower follower's attack or defense is increased by a spell or effect, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So they stay the same, evolved or not. I don't know if I like this card. We don't see too many stat altering cards these days, especially some. I suppose Forest does have a few now, but is it really worth to use the stat advantage just to deal damage? Probably not. It'll be interesting, but since it is random follower, I don't think this card will be worth it. Then we have John, Beacon of Salvation. So this is another one to add to the list. We've already got Dark John and Normal John. Now we've got Beacon of Salvation. 3-drop 2/3. Fanfare, enhance 7. Deal 3 damage to all enemy followers. Restore 3 defense to all other allied followers. Interesting. I actually quite like this card, at least for myself. Especially dealing 3 damage to everything and restoring 3 defense. It'll be cool to use in Haven, of course, where it belongs. It is going to be a board clear, so that's good. Especially since we're losing Thamires, this could be an okay, I wouldn't say replacement just because it is only dealing 3 damage, but it will be probably an okay card. Or really good. One or the other. Then we have one of the cards that were revealed during the Rage tournament. This is very interesting cards, honestly, and that's why they're the way they are, because I've done the editing to put in the effects and stuff. Anyway, Cursed Stone is the first one, a 3-drop 3/3 Portalcraft card. Ward cannot attack, evolve when in resonance. This card loses all abilities. So, I'm not sure why you'd want to use this card. When in resonance, this card loses all abilities, so it'll be popping in and out of being a ward or not. I don't know why you would want that or not. Being a 3-drop 3/3, its stat line is, I would say, better than a lot of the 3/3s we've got, but also not the best. If it was a 3-drop 4/4 and maybe it couldn't attack when in resonance, that would be more interesting, but as it is, I don't see this card being too substantial unless Portalcraft really needs something to fill out their curve. And of course, the poster boy for this whole expansion, Chronos, an 8-drop 4/3, neutral card, of course. Most of the front cards are neutrals. I think actually every single one has been. Yeah, every single one has been a neutral, which is good. Means everyone can use it. Fanfare, give both leaders the following ability. At the end of their turn, the turn player draws cards equal to the attack of the follower with the highest attack. This ability does not stack. So, you play this, both players then draw the maximum amount of cards. An example would be, you play this on an empty board. Very unlikely, but not impossible. You draw 4 cards at the end of the turn. Your opponent then plays Bahamut. Yeah, sure, it removes Cronus. Doesn't matter, both players are given the ability. At the end of their turn, they then draw 13 cards. This thing against Dragon in particular could be crazy because it's really going to make it hard for them to play any big drops. It's really going to limit statted followers. Like, if you put this as your top end curve where you're not going to have any more than 4 attack, or if you do, you're only going to have maybe 1 or 2 cards. An example might be Haven, where Aegis would be played. You would drop Aegis, maybe play it off, you draw maybe 10 cards, which would be shocking and probably really bad, especially in that kind of late game. So maybe not the best example, but aggro decks maybe could work this card in okay. Maybe not, because it is an 8-drop. But it'll be interesting. This thing could be crazy, especially milling yourself out. I could definitely see suicide decks coming out of it, but yeah, it's not crazy overpowered. It's just a crazy effect. So it's very interesting. It's unique. It's not something we've seen in this way and to this extreme. So I'm really interested to see how people implement this card and if it becomes anything. And finally, Invitation to the Grave, Shadowcraft, 1-drop spell, destroy one of your followers, put into play a zombie. So this card, there isn't much to say about it, honestly. Soul Conversion replacement, not really, but that's the idea I think they're going for, because we're going to lose Soul Conversion as a 1-drop proc, but we do have Demon Eater, so I really don't see the point. But putting a zombie into play is okay. A 2/2 body never really hurts. You're mainly going to put this in something where you want to proc last words, so even Nep isn't even probably worth it. Honestly, I don't think this card's going to be that great, unless for some reason we get cards that really need last word procking. So yeah, I'm just not sure how to really think about this card overall. It's just, yeah, pretty meh, I guess. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. When there is a new batch of cards, I'll give them a review. I usually look for 5 to 10 card range before I do a video, so keep that in mind, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.